Hello Year 6 parents, and welcome to our first presentation that we've prepared in order to welcome you to our secondary community. Obviously, we'd have loved to have been able to host this in person on Windsor Park campus, but we're hopeful that the presentations that we've been able to put together will help support you and your child to feel prepared and, more importantly, excited to join Year 7 in August. Obviously, you're already part of our wonderful Bromsgrove community, and hopefully this means that most of the students feel quite confident and excited about joining us in secondary. They've already had lots of opportunity to see secondary students and to meet secondary teachers, and obviously they are in the same building as us every day, and so hopefully this isn't going to be a daunting experience for them. But over the coming weeks, our head of Key Stage 3, Mrs. Hardy, is going to be having sessions with Year 7 in order to prepare them, answer their questions and alleviate any fears that they may have. We've been working really closely with the primary team in order to make sure that we are fully aware of all of the students' individual needs, and so that we can begin to build a programme that's really effective in supporting them in this really important step of their academic career. I'm just going to take you on a really quick whistle-stop tour of the three main areas of our secondary school. Over the course of your time in secondary, there's going to be many opportunities for you to join us for coffee mornings so that you continue to be well informed about each step that your child takes during their academic journey. Because there are, of course, some very important steps the students need to take as they move through their school career. So they're about to join us in Year 7, which is the first year of Key Stage 3. The main thing that most students will notice as being vastly different compared to primary is that they're going to be having different teachers for every subject. And each specialist teacher is going to be developing their skills in these subjects, and this will very much form the foundations for the next layers of their academic success. We want their opportunities in Key Stage 3 to be as broad as possible, so not only getting involved in many things in lessons, but also taking advantage of all the extracurricular activities that they now have exposure and access to. The more confidence our students can develop in Key Stage 3, the more well prepared and equipped they will be for the next step in their academic career, which is Key Stage 4, or Years 10 and 11. At this point, students start to reduce the number of subjects that they study. However, they are still studying a very broad range of subjects, and the core subjects of English, Maths and Science form the main areas of their timetable. Once students have completed Year 11 and finished their final exams and been graded, they then get the opportunity to make some choices about the subjects that they're most interested in. And in our sixth form, or Key Stage 5, or as it's sometimes referred to, Years 12 and 13, the students really do narrow in on the specialisms that they feel that they're most aligned with and they get the most enjoyment from. And this is where their experiences in secondary school really start to come together. Our hope is that by the time they reach Key Stage 5, in a few years' time, they will be incredibly confident learners who are able to be independent and can start to begin preparing for their time at university, when they will leave us, leave you, and start to become adults in the real world. So I'm going to hand over now to Mrs. Hardy, and she's going to be talking you through the plans we have in place for Year 6 in the coming weeks, and also hopefully answering any of the questions that you might have about exactly how things will work when they move into Year 7. I really hope that we can welcome you back on campus soon so that we can answer your questions in person. But in the meantime, feel free to contact us at Windsor Park, and we'll do our very best to answer any personal individual questions that you have. Enjoy the rest of the presentation.
Good morning and hello to parents and students in Year 6. I hope everyone is well and staying positive in these changing times. My name is Mrs. Hardy and I'm head of Key Stage 3. I've worked at Bromsgrove now for nearly 7 years and have had the pleasure of seeing your children from a distance grow through their primary school years, and I'm now delighted to be able to be part of their transition journey into Year 7 and beyond. As a head of Key Stage, my roles at Bromsgrove are predominantly to look after the pastoral needs of your children. Whether it's an academic concern or one of well-being, I work closely with teaching staff, the school counsellor, the head of secondary and the form tutors to ensure your children are cared for and stretched to reach their full potential. Another part of my role is to coordinate transition events to ensure they are stress-free and as enjoyable as possible. For students at Bromsgrove, as Mrs. Owens has said already, a through-school, one-campus structure for primary and secondary means that the first day of Year 7 is not always as strange and different as it could be for some. However, the students will no doubt still have so many questions and experiences that will be new to them, and I will talk through some of these in a moment. For staff, we have the added benefit of being able to liaise directly with Year 6 teachers in terms of academic starting points. This can be done in advance to their first day at secondary school and helps us to cater to a very personalised learning experience for all from the start. For students, they are already very comfortable with their surroundings, familiar faces and classmates. The challenges they face are usually more logistical and organisational. In any event, our pastoral plan for Year 6 transition will comfortably guide them through so that they are ready to start their Key Stage 3 journey. The Key Stage 3 team consists of 9 form tutors in total. Your child will be placed into a tutor group with others in their house and will have one of our 3 Year 7 form tutors to oversee their pastoral care on a daily basis. Tutor time starts at 7:45 a.m. in their tutor room every day, and students are given daily notices, reminders and tasks to complete each morning to prepare them for their day. For academic lessons, students will learn in mixed groups independent of their tutor groups, and some subjects will be setted appropriately in the first few weeks of term. As I said previously, there are some challenges that all of our Year 6 will inevitably need to face, and I have outlined them on this slide. We hope that through discussions with yourselves and us before the first day of term, your child will feel ready to face these. Firstly, Year 7 will quickly have to learn the names and faces of new teachers and will often see 5 or 6 different staff members in one day. This can be confusing at first, adjusting to different teaching styles and routines, but we encourage students not to feel shy to ask for help when needed or to speak to their form tutors every morning. Secondly, the timing of the school day will change both from the primary schedule they are used to and indeed for us on different days of the week. Year 7 will have to learn to be punctual to lessons and know the timings so as not to miss the start of their lessons. Our lovely primary TAs unfortunately are no longer available to help them move from classroom to classroom, so this is a natural stage of independence that takes some getting used to. From my experience, a simple wristwatch will really help students to keep track of their time. The next challenge is the need to carry different books on different days of the week to each lesson. Students are given lockers to offload books into at school, but often I see students trying to carry all of their books all of the time, which is neither good for their backs or their organisational skills. With your help at home, we can discuss how to pack their bag efficiently every day in preparation for the next day and to take the weight off their backs. The last major change that we really appreciate your support with at home is using the subject homework timetable and the learning journal to help your child meet deadlines and manage their workload. This takes some practice to adapt to these healthy routines, but once they are in place, it really allows Year 7 to grow into independent young adults in preparation for Key Stage 4. I hope that by sharing these transitional challenges with you beforehand, you can anticipate some of the questions your child may have at home. Lastly, I would like to share with you the plan for getting to know you, the plan for the next few weeks. First of all, I will be running some getting to know you sessions, and these will start in the week beginning the 24th of May. Following on from those sessions, we would like to welcome Year 6 to step up to Year 7 for the day, where they get to experience a full day from start to finish, including some taster lessons, so that they really know what to expect in August. More details of this day will follow shortly. At the end of that day, I hope to run a question and answer session for students with a Year 7 form tutor. This may or may not be your child's form tutor for next year, but it will be one that is very experienced in answering the questions and addressing the worries and concerns that your child may have. Towards the very end of the term, myself and Mrs. Owens will host a Q&A session for you as parents, so you can finish the school year with any further queries or questions you might have about Year 7. Lastly, I will be sending home a booklet both for your children and an adapted parent version for yourselves to read together with your child over the summer holidays. I hope this will fully prepare you and your child for the start of the next academic year and the journey into secondary. Until then, until I get to meet you face to face, take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.